Hello, welcome. My name is Jesper Koll and I am the head of the policy committee here at the Asia Society in Tokyo. And I am thrilled that today I can introduce you to our new member. We've got a policy fellow, Takako Hikotani-san. She's going to join us from January and already has had a very, very distinguished career, first teaching at the National Defense Academy here in Japan, then at Columbia University. And Takako recently returned to Japan to teach at Gakushuin. And from the 1st of January, she's going to join the Asia Society Tokyo as the policy fellow. And we're very, very much looking forward to the new initiatives, that you're going to bring to the table. Now, to introduce you, so far in your career, what would you say, what are the accomplishments that you're most proud of?
Thank you again for the introduction. It is such a great honor, and I'm just so excited to join the Asia Society team. And so far, let me say that my most proudest accomplishment is what kind of influence I might have had over the students. And I'm hoping that they'll feel the same way. At the National Defense Academy, I think I brought in something different and that I was able to broaden their views of it to be interested in countries outside of Japan. At Columbia, my job as the inaugural Gerald Curtis Professor was to enhance people's interest in Japan. And I think not only through the teaching of the classes that I did on Japan, but through various events. I think I can say that I was able to accomplish some of that in 5 years. So those are my greatest accomplishments so far.
Fantastic. Now, focusing a little bit on your research, right? What gets you going? What are you curious about? What are you focusing on in your research?
Right. So I'm studying the area of what's called civil-military relations. It's actually very difficult for democracies to make sure that their military forces are under control, at the same time being effective. And those are the questions, and how that can be accomplished is my puzzle. But more recently, I've been thinking a little bit more to the basics, and a sort of a more naive question of why citizens of countries support their leaders when they're making decisions about putting their forces in harm's way or putting other countries' people in harm's way. So I'm doing a set of new surveys with my younger colleagues using survey methodology, how giving certain information changes people's attitude about use of force. And I'm hoping that that kind of research will lead to more likelihood of people making a decision against using the use of force. So that's what drives me as research. And I think that what we do could have an impact not just in Japan, but in other countries. So that's what I'm really excited about right now.
And is your research primarily focused on Japan, or is it cross-country?
Right now we're doing cases of Japan and doing surveys about the Japanese public, but we're hoping to do surveys that would include other countries as well simultaneously, and to make it more comparative in nature.
Right. This is going to be fantastic because obviously, until, fairly recently, sort of discussing, the role of the armed forces, discussing national security was kind of a taboo and very emotional in the Japanese public. And, it's going to be great to have you as an expert, right, in terms of, how to actually analyze, the true feeling and the true thinking of the Japanese public. Now, as the Asia Society Japan Center Research Fellow, what are the one or two things that you would like to accomplish?
One is that I like to bring in new people. One, meaning more people in academia, who may not have had the chance to think of their research more comparatively. I think there's a lot of great research happening, but haven't had the exposure that it deserves. And I also like to bring in new people in the sense of younger people, and hopefully more women in discussions about policy. So those are the things I like to do through my activities at the Asia Society.
Yeah, and this is, one of the key focus points of what we're trying to do at Asia Society here, because I think it's fair to say that, particularly during the pandemic, there's been a little bit of a closing of the mind, right? And particularly Japanese academia getting more and more stuck in sort of its own little wormhole world, right? And so opening that up, I think, Takako, you're gonna bring a lot of energy and creativity, and very much look forward to working with you. Now, finally, what are the 3 words that define you?
The 3 words that define me, I believe, is audacity, curiosity. In some ways, in Japan, it's called miha. I'm very curious, and optimism. I would like to be more optimistic in the future of the region and the country than otherwise. And I think Asia society has the same outlook of the world.
So, audacity, curiosity, and optimism. We're looking very much forward to working with you. And for you, the members of Asia Society, please, reach out to Takako, engage with her. She's officially joining from January 2022, but she's already part of the team, and very much would like to hear, the ideas that you have for future programs going forward. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And again, from everybody on the team, from everybody from Asia Society around the world, congratulations, and very, very much looking forward to working together with you.
Thank you.